Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light / Season of the Hunt / soon to be Season 13, Season of the Chosen intel. And today is Friday, my favorite day of the week. We have our Friday update. We get XUR, this guy, has returned, as well as Trials of Osiris. And we're going to be covering everything he's selling, the Trials map, the rewards, as well as all the glitches, farms, and cheeses that are currently still running in the game that you can take full advantage of heading into the weekend. But before we get to all of that information, I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 50,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comment section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Okay, Mr. Spaghetti Face, XUR can be found today in the Watcher's Grave on Nessus on the big tree branch. If you're wondering where that is, it's right here. It's kind of across from where the barge, which is now crashed, is up on the tree. And he is selling the Graviton Lance Pulse Rifle, pretty good. Also fairly meta at the moment. Definitely worth bringing this one out if you haven't used it in a while. This used to be a crazy good Pulse Rifle in PvP and PvE, but I used to use it all the time in PvP, especially before snipers were in the special box so that we could actually have something long range. This worked almost like a two-shot sniper. Pulse Rifles have or are getting a buff, so definitely check it out. I think it has a good place in the PvE at the moment. We have the Shinobu's Vow for the Hunter class. This is a 62 total roll, 3 mobility, 11 resilience, 18 recovery, 9 discipline, 4 intellect, and 7 strength for 62 total. Improved skip grenades. Okay. We have the Armamentarium for the Hunter, or excuse me, for the Titan class. This is a chest armor with a 66 total roll. All right, well now, all right, get this one just for the roll alone. I don't know if it's a great roll, but 66, that's mega high. All right, we have 15 mobility, 8 resilience, 11 recovery, 6 discipline, 19 intellect, and 7 strength, 66 total. Gain an additional grenade charge. Kind of both on the same vein here, the Shinobu's Vow, which improves skip grenades, and the gain additional grenade on the Armamentarium. So kind of keeping with a theme here, it seems like. And then we have the Getaway Artist for the Warlock. This is a 62 total roll, but it has a crazy resilience at 27, 2 mobility, 3 recovery, 10 discipline, 10 intellect, and 10 strength. Convert your arc grenade into a supercharged arc soul. So all things dealing with grenades today, interestingly enough. Definitely the Armamentarium is the craziest roll of the week, so maybe pick that up, although all 3 of them are good. Don't skip out on the Graviton Lance if you don't have it. This really is a good exotic, and I think it's going to get better. We, of course, have our exotic engram that you can take advantage of, as well as the exotic Cipher quest. Remember, if you already have an exotic Cipher, you cannot pick this up. I get questions about it every single week. Why can't I pick up my exotic Cipher quest? It's probably because you already have an exotic Cipher on you that you have to finish out. Remember, if you're looking to rank up a 2nd or 3rd character, XUR is always great because it's the only place where you can actually buy level cap pieces of gear, that is, gear that is 1250 if you have hit 1250 for a 2nd character. So if you have 1250 on a Titan, you're looking to level up a Warlock or a Hunter, you can come in here and you can buy a 1250 piece of gear for either one of those classes and rank it up, give your player a good power bump. Something to know, especially since we're getting close to the end of the season and moving into the next season. I'm sure everybody's going to be on the power farm. These levels will be increased a bit, so just keep that in mind for Season 13, Season of the Chosen. Should be a good time. that is going to be it as far as XUR goes today. We are now going to move into Trials and all the other news that is still affecting players or can be used by players in the community at present. For today, Trials map, we have Rusted Lands, which used to have a pretty great glitch on it that allowed you to sort of get through a wall door that got you into this sort of secret area. I think that's been patched. I haven't been able to get in there in a while. But overall, it's a fairly interesting map, a D1 revival. I always liked Rusted Lands. Lots of different kinds of meta work here. Snipers work here, shotguns work here. I think overall, it's actually a really great 3v3 map. So hopefully, you know, the odds are in your favor this weekend. You can get some Trials rewards. For 3 wins, we have the helmet. I currently don't know what's available for 5, 7, Flawless, and the mod, but I will know at the time of posting this video. It will be posted in the description box down below, as well as the links to everything that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So check that out if you're looking for the rewards for 5, 7, Flawless, and the mod. That's down in the description box below. And on to greater news. This is stuff that is just currently still in the game that you can take advantage of this weekend. Again, we're getting close to the end of the season, so some of these things might be wrapped up by the time Season 13 rolls around. So you're going to want to take full advantage of them while you can. On Europa this week, the Empire Hunt is the Warrior. And this is by far the best Empire Hunt to farm if you are going for the Cloud Strike exotic still, or if you're just going for some powerful loot. It's a great Empire Hunt because there is an incredible glitch that lets you skip directly from the beginning all the way to the boss fight, and then there's actually a really easy sort of cheese for the boss. I made a video about this a few weeks ago. It should be linked in the top right corner or at the end of this video. Go check that out. You can run this at 1280 solo. You can also get some great materials from this at 1280. As you can see, you can get enhancement cores and enhancement prisms, as well as high stat armor. And you can actually trade some of those enhancement prisms or enhancement cores for Ascendant shards if you go to the gunsmith. So if you're looking to farm up a lot of Ascendant shards, though it's a little bit of a roundabout way, it's still very possible to do just by running these. Good to run in a group or solo. Great farm. Talked about it. Check out that video if you want a little bit more information. Also, with the Cryptolith lure this week, if you're still looking to farm out the 4th mark exotic ship, which is insane looking, absolutely awesome looking ship. Let me see if I can find that ship really quickly. Let's go into equipment. I don't think I've actually picked it up myself yet, but it should be here. Here it is. If you haven't gotten this ship yet, it's a pretty awesome looking ship. I think overall the community has sort of deemed this the best looking exotic ship, at least from the season, to get. And there's a great glitch that lets you farm this out. Again, to farm this, it is attached to the Cryptolith lure. And this particular Empire Hunt, or excuse me, Wrathborn Hunt, so many hunts going on, the High Celebrant. Now, you can only do this once per week per character, I believe, but if you actually equip the High Celebrant, so if I equip it, and then I apply trophy mods, and then I go back in, you see that will become available for me now. So I could go to my map. Oh, I think it's in the Dreaming City, excuse me. Head over, look in the Dreaming City, and there it is. This is what you need to get to actually have a chance to get the 4th mark exotic ship. So what I would do is I would queue into this, and then I would go, as I landed in the actual mission, I would go back to my Cryptolith lure, and I will reset the lure. And what this does is it preserves my High Celebrant mod, but it allows me to still actually complete the mission which rewards you the 4th mark. So this is a way of essentially farming out the 4th mark. You can do this over and over again on one character, and because the 4th mark is given out by actually the boss kill rather than the completion, you can see how you can do this more than 3 times per character. Talked about this every week. I'm going to continue to talk about it every week until the end of the season, but do it while you can. It's really great. I always get questions about it, whether or not it's patched. It is not patched. Have fun. We then, of course, have the other really great exotic farm still currently going on in the game, and I've talked about this quite a bit, but we're going to do it one more time. Of course, I am talking about the Harbinger Quest. This is for the random rolled Hawkmoon, as well as a Pinnacle piece of gear. So, just again, brief synopsis. You can check out other videos, previous videos. I'm sure there'll be at least one linked that shows, or I talk about the process a little bit more. But essentially, you can farm this as many times as you want on one character for Pinnacle gear as well as random rolls on the Hawkmoon. If you have not completed the exotic ship for the Hawkmoon, which is this ship, let's go into my collections once again. Go into equipment. Go to ships. And we are talking about the Radiant Acceptor. It's a pretty cool looking ship. Not as cool as the 4th mark, but still pretty awesome. If you have not completed the quest for this ship, which can be picked up at the Crow, I believe. It's either the Crow or the Spider. It's been a minute since I did it. But if you have not completed this, I would actually suggest not completing the quest yet. At least not completing it so much as you actually pick up the ship. To complete that quest, you need to actually go and collect all the feathers that are in the Harbinger mission. Some are scattered throughout the mission, and some can be picked up by the 2 chests, the one at the end and the one in the middle, to allow you to get, I think you need 100 feathers to actually pick up that chest. Now, the way it's supposed to work is you're only supposed to be able to do this 3 times per character on an account. It's supposed to take about 2 weeks to get the ship. While you're doing it, before you get the ship, you get a double Hawkmoon roll at the end on the final chest, as well as a Pinnacle drop on each one of those characters. Once you've done it 3 times, that's it. But if you delete a character, you can actually do this over and over again. Now, if you've already collected the ship, essentially what this will do is give you a new Pinnacle piece of gear on every single run that you do, as well as a Hawkmoon. If you haven't completed the ship, essentially what this will do is give you 2 Hawkmoons at power, as well as a Pinnacle piece of gear on every single run, and you'll continue to collect the feathers on each one of those chests. So you can actually just do the first part of this, get as many feathers as you need to get the ship, just don't collect the ship, and you can continually do this over and over and over again. It's an amazing farm, and moving into next season, I don't think this is going anywhere. And if this still rewards a Pinnacle piece of gear next season, oh man, that is super broken. That is the #1 power farm to get to light cap or power cap, whatever they call it now, as fast as possible. We'll see if that's still around. There's no guarantees. And I think that is all the information I have to share with you guys today. Of course, we still have the raid, so if you're looking to go and get some spoils of war, we have figured out a great way to actually get past the frostbite debuff again. It involves just using the airlock door. Again, I talked about it in a previous video, should be linked or in the past on my channel. But essentially, you just take your Sparrow, you hop off your Sparrow, you get inside, you have the Sparrow or a Shank. You could even just park a Shank right next to the door, die so you get back in the airlock, and then you wait for the door to come down and you get on the Shank or your Sparrow while you're still in the airlock, and that negates the frostbite debuff. It's pretty simple. Also, we have the Perdition Lost Sector as well as the Bunker E15 Lost Sector. It's a 1280, but this is actually a really easy Lost Sector to farm if you're going for those new exotics. So maybe check that out. But I think that's it, everybody. I think that's all the information. Not too much has changed since last week, but just want to reiterate, take advantage of these things before Season 13, Season of the Chosen, arrives, because I don't know what's going to be changing. Some things to keep in mind that if they don't change next season, they're going to be absolutely broken. So just keep them, under your hat for the next week or two. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end of the video. And for the secret hashtag, you can leave in the comment section. Leave a hashtag XUR, or a hashtag spaghetti face, or a hashtag beyond light, or a hashtag season 13 or season of the chosen, or season of the hunt. Any of those things I'll accept for today's hashtag. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you in the next video. Have a good weekend, everybody. Later.